Welcome back once again. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss about the new topic which is linear equations in two variables. So far we studied about linear functions and linear equation in one variable. Now we are moving to two variables, and this is a part of algebra again. If you are new to the channel, then please do like, share and subscribe, and also click on the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new videos, you will be notified. Let's start with the question now. Line K is defined by equation this. Line J is perpendicular to line K in the xy plane. What is the slope of line J? Now to answer to this question, you should be knowing the concept of how does the slope of perpendicular lines are related. So let me take an example. Suppose if I am saying this is the line K, okay, and line J is perpendicular to it. Perpendicular meaning which makes an angle of 90 degree. And they are called perpendicular lines, or you might also study something called lines are normal to each other. So it's the same idea. And imagine if slope of the line K is, if I'm considering it as M, then the slope of the line J in that case should be -1 divided by whatever the value of the slope of line K, that is -1 divided by the slope of K. This is the relation. So while finding the slope of the perpendicular line, you should say their slopes are related as negative reciprocal. Now apply the same thing. Here line K's slope is gonna be -17 divided by 3, and what would be the slope of the line J? So slope of the line J, I am writing it as MJ for our reference, that should be -1 divided by the whatever the value we have, -17 by 3, which gives me same as 3 divided by 17, or its equivalent in decimal. So this will be the slope of the line J, and that would be your answer. The graph of equation ax plus ky equal to 6 in the xy plane where a and k are constants. If the line contains the point -2, -6 and 0, -3, what is the value of k? Whatever they have given to us, this is the equation of a line in a general form. You can write it as equation line of a line in a three different form. One is y equals to mx plus b. This is, we say it as a slope intercept form. Another one is ax plus by equal to c, where a, b and c are constant. This is called general form of a linear equation. Actually they have given us in this format. We are asking us to find out the value of k, which is coefficient of y. Now what we are supposed to do? By using the coordinate point, find out the slope and y-intercept, and first find out the slope and y-intercept form of equation. Then you can rearrange this one by taking the x term to the other side. So as they already give us the coordinate points, we can find it out. The slope of the line becomes, so how do we find the slope? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. If you are taking this coordinate as x1 y1, this becomes x2 y2. Use it and you'll be getting it as y2 it's gonna be -3 minus y1 is gonna be -6 divided by x2 is gonna be 0 minus of -2, because this minus sign is already there in the rule. -6 and -2 are the coordinate points. If you put them carefully, this becomes -3, negative of negative is going to be +6 divided by 0, minus of minus is going to be +2, which is going to be 3 by 2. Then the equation turns to be y equals to 3 by 2 plus b. You can see here x value is 0 and y value is going to be -3, meaning this itself is representing y-intercept, and in the equation we know that y-intercept is represented by b. So indirectly b value is going to be -3. So then your equation becomes y equals to, oh sorry, I have to read it as x with it. So y equal to, what it is going to be, 3 by 2x minus 3. Now how do we simplify it further and make it into general form? You can see that 2 is the denominator. You can rearrange the term. How do we do? You can make the common denominator first by multiplying and dividing this term by 2. Then this turns to be y equals to 3x minus 6 divided by 2. Then take this 2 to the other side and turning to be, so 2y equal to 3x minus 6, and that's it. You can stop it here itself, because the coefficient of y, what we are looking here, it is the number supposed to be whatever in front of y, that is, which is 2. So I should go with option C. Or if you want to rearrange it completely according to the format what has been given to us, what you're supposed to do is you have to take this 3x to the other side, then it turns to be negative 3x positive 2y equal to minus 6. And if you compare the same thing here with this negative 3x positive 2y equals to, okay, so here they are writing it as positive 6, but here we got it as negative 6. In that case, sorry, then in that case answer of y is not, that answer is not be 2, it's supposed to be negative 2. Why? Because we have to convert in this way. How it is possible to make it as negative 6 to positive? So you can entirely multiply this whole thing by negative 1, or simply you can change the sign. Why I am doing so? Because the equation what they have given has a constant as positive. So in that case, when you multiply by minus 1, entirely minus 1 times minus 3 is going to be 3x, plus 2 multiplied by minus 1 is going to be minus 2, and y as it is, minus 6 multiplied by minus 1 is going to be plus 6. Now makes sense. So now you can compare this one with ax plus ky equal to 6. So in that case, value of k will be negative 2. So A will be the right answer. So yeah, so please don't judge it at the beginning itself, because you have to rearrange, and after completely arranging then only go. Otherwise you may get a same answer, but there might be change in the sign. So that's the reason this is called difficult level of hard. So you have to be careful with this kind of. Alright, so A is the right answer to this question. For line H, the table shows 3 values of x and their corresponding values of y. Line K is the result of translating line H down 5 units in the xy plane. What is the y-intercept of line K? So what they are trying to say, this is the equation coordinate points for the line H. When the line H is translated 5 units down, at that point what would be the x-intercept for line K? So if I am just simply representing in terms of graph, what they are trying to tell us, suppose this is what I am representing x and y coordinate, and let's assume that line H is like this, whose equation I can find it out by using the coordinate points like this, and this is the y-intercept of the line H. When I am saying that the line H has translated 5 units down, so the translated lines are always parallel to the original. Suppose if I am saying the value of line H y-intercept is b, then if I am saying after translating this, the line K will be parallel to the line H, and y-intercept of the line K will be whatever the value of b you gonna get minus 5. Why I am saying so? Because the line translated lines 5 units down, so there will be change in the y-intercept of that line, and y-intercept has to subtract by 5. Finding out the equation for the line K, substitute y as 0 in it and find the x-intercept. So before that we should find a clear equation of what is the line H represents. Okay, after all we are talking about a line. What is the equation of a line? Y equals to mx plus b. I am finding out the equation of a line H. Okay, so as they clearly says, these are the x and y values. While finding the equation, I should find what is the slope. So slope is gonna be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So assign these coordinate. Let me assign this as coordinate as x1, this as y1, this coordinate as x2, and this coordinate as y2. Use it and find out what slope you gonna get. 160 minus 130 divided by 23 minus 18, which gives us a value of 6. So then this equation becomes y is equal to 6x plus b. Now I need to find out y-intercept. To find out y-intercept, you can take any pair of coordinate points. You can substitute x as 18, y as 130, or x as 23, y as 160. Regardless, you're gonna get the same answer in all the cases. So let me use this coordinate point. X is 18, y as 130, then it becomes 130 equal to 6 times 18 plus b. Take a help of Desmos graphing calculator, or you can simply rearrange it. So it's gonna be 6 times 18 turns to be 108. So 130 equal to 108 plus b. Take this to the other side, then subtract it from 130. So 130 minus 108, that gives us b value here it as 22. So finally equation of line H, it's gonna be y equals to 6x plus 22. As I told, while finding out the equation of a line K, we have to take that h by 5 units down. According to this, it has been translated 5 units down, means the y-intercept should be subtracted by 5. So therefore equation of line K I am writing here, that's supposed to be y equal to 6x plus 22 minus 5. Why? Because I am subtracting 5 units down to it. So that becomes y equal to 6x plus 22 minus 5, it's gonna be 17. This is the equation of line K, and for this equation they are asking you to find out x-intercept, and we know whenever we are asked to find out x-intercept, you have to substitute value of y to be 0, meaning set up this equation equal to 0 and solve for x. That is 0 equal to 6x plus 17. Take this 17 to the other side, then it becomes negative 17 equal to 6x. Now divide by 6 on either side, this turns to be value of x is gonna be negative 17 by 6. Now what would be the coordinate points then? So coordinate point here will be x is gonna be negative 17.6 and value of y will be 0. So the coordinate point what I was supposed to select is negative 17 by 6 comma value of y is gonna be 0. This is the x-intercept of this. So basically they are trying to tell us x-intercept of this line K, it's gonna be negative 17 by 6 something. So which option is giving us? This is giving us option D, negative 17 by 6 comma 0 is the x-intercept for it, and that is yes, makes sense. This whatever I have solved it, they have given you in this way, all theoretical. You can refer to this sample solving also, and you can try to understand as well. So this is how the question is asked, and again the difficulty level of question is harder, so that we are making lot of calculations.